That's the end of the game. It's Tottenham 3, West Ham 2, which suggests it was a close game, which it absolutely wasn't. It's a familiar scoreline if you think about it, because it doesn't seem that long ago that I was stood here for the Newcastle game. Look, it is the reality of the situation, and I don't even have the energy to get that hit up and that annoyed about it, really. They were significantly better than us. Just as Newcastle was significantly better than us. The opposition team goes 3 goals up, they sit back a bit, we seem to find our way into it for a little bit. There are lots of mitigating factors about today. The referee was awful. Don't let anybody tell you different, but it didn't impact the result of the game. The result of the game was always going to be exactly the same today, which was a loss. Somebody mentioned on the comments on the video during the week I was quite negative. I am negative. I particularly am negative at the moment because I go on the evidence that my eyes see. And the evidence before this game was certainly that we were going to lose it. Because, as I said before, we don't shoot and we can't defend. Well, in the first half, we had a shot or a header on goal from Sebastian Haller. So we had 1 shot on target in the first half, well, as much as I counted anyway, and you can see my position, you can see where I reside in the stadium, so to speak. So it was 1 shot on target in the first half, which is probably 1 more than we usually have. But we just do not threaten the opposition goal enough until the point where they feel that they have a comfortable enough lead to let us attack them at the point that they're defending. The game changer, as far as we were concerned, was when Antonio came on. I don't actually ever quite feel that Manuel Pellegrini completely trusts Antonio, which is a little bit of an issue. We started off the game, let's give the game a bit of context. For the first 25-30 minutes, we were in the game in as much as they had attacked no more than we did. That being said, they had the ball in the net within the first 3 minutes. It was considered to be offside. But you could see that Dele Alli had a rejuvenated confidence about him. He felt that he could turn and drive at our defence, particularly Issa Diop. Did it, got an offside goal. Within 60 seconds, he did it again. Was not only able to receive the ball, but receive the ball and turn with space in front of him. That was going to be indicative of what was to follow for the rest of the match. My point being that Dele Alli is a player that's been low on confidence under Mauricio Pochettino. Clearly, Mourinho's got in there, injected him with some confidence, and you've seen a completely different player today. We don't threaten enough, and I go back to me being negative. I was negative because I did know we were going to lose this game. Not something that I say in hindsight. It's something that excuse me, beg your pardon. It's not something that I say in hindsight. It's something that I say having predicted it before the game. So I think we're going to lose the next game as well against Chelsea, and this just cannot continue to go on and on, where we just continue to keep losing games. We don't seem to threaten the opposition. Noble had a good game, certainly good first half. So did Declan Rice. I think it'd be easy to say the manager's lost the dressing room. I'm not sure that's the case, but I don't think he particularly has the dressing room from a tactical point of view either. Anderson was not. How can I say it? It's easy to say he wasn't bothered, but he wasn't stretching the defence. When Cresswell got the ball, Anderson wasn't going at it. He was coming short for the safe ball, the easy ball, and I feel a lot of the players were going for the safe ball and the easy ball. In the first half, Haller was having the ball played up to him. I counted he won his first 7 duels in the air. His first 7 headers, he won. Nobody was around him. There's no one there for the second ball. Just quite frankly, we do not attack enough. I don't know what it is, but if we're waiting for a team like with Newcastle and like with today, if what we're doing is we're waiting for a team to go 3 goals up, we might as well forget it. We might as well pack up now. The afternoon fixtures have not happened yet. The Sunday fixtures have not happened yet. I guess as it stands at the moment, we're still in 16th because nobody else has played. We're only going one way in the league at the moment, and it ain't upwards. I wouldn't put it past Arsenal to change their manager before we played them as well. But anyway, I'm going back to the boats now. We're going to do some fan cams. We're going to do some reviews. It wasn't a particularly angry stadium today. It's obviously empty now. You'd expect it to be empty now. It's 6-7 minutes since the final whistle. We rallied towards the end. We absolutely rallied. But it's too little, too late. And that can't continue to be the story of our season. It's too little, too late. We keep going behind. You can't. Even the best teams in the world, Real Madrid, whatever, Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Manchester City, they can't expect to go 3 goals behind before they start playing. If we're going to get out of it, we need Fabianski back, and we're going to need to make Antonio integral to whatever we do, our attacking. Because, and I never thought it would happen like this, particularly bearing in mind the amount of money that West Ham has spent, that without him, we are blunt. We're completely impotent. Right, I'm going to sign off on that. I would ask you to subscribe, but you're going to see more of this miserable old rubbish, aren't you?